We are with Niall McFerran from the Soft Chew Company. I suppose first things first, what does the Soft Chew Company do?
Well, we sort of do what it says on the tin. We do a range of soft chews. These are palatable healthcare supplements. This is a way of providing healthcare supplementation in the form of a product which the pet will recognize as a treat. Okay, and so the idea is we'll have an initial offering which we'll then add to later, but we will offer products which are easier for the pet owner to use and are more rewarding for the pet themselves.
And I think half of the sales of these supplements are in a custom label format. What are the advantages there?
Well, that's what's really interesting about this process now, and this really is almost like a sort of going back to the roots of the profession. The idea that you would have your own name on the bottle is as old as the profession itself. And so it really has been revisited because of all the increased extra competition that practices receive. It's been revisited in the States, and as you say, the people who offer the facility in the States now, roughly half of their business is in the own or custom label product where the practice is the brand itself. And it allows practices to control their own destiny, to control the way that the product is supplied into the clients of the practice, and certainly has a lot of benefits in terms of extending and improving the practice-client bond. That's a very important feature for every practice, to actually have practice identity on the products that they supply will have a very positive benefit in doing that.
In what way does it encourage customers to buy from the vet having a personalised label?
Because the client that visits the practice has this implied faith and trust. They are bringing this pet that is an integral member of the family into the practice in the hope and expectation that they will receive this high quality healthcare and will have this connection with the practice. And so this, by buying the product which has got the practice name on, this helps to instill and reinforce that bond that people have with their own veterinary practice.
Are there any downsides to this custom label presentation?
Well, the good news is that we won't charge extra for the custom label. If a practice wants us to produce it as their own label, they will pay exactly the same price. There is a sort of nominal setup charge, clearly, for the label design, but once that is up and running, then there's no further extra charges, and so the practice will pay the same price as they will for the branded product.
And is it an easy thing for practices to do?
Well, we've tried to make it as easy as possible. We've produced some templates and we've produced some library shots. We would encourage the practice really to look at three things. One is to look at how they want to actually name the product. Obviously then we would look at them producing a logo that we could import into the label, and then some sort of image. Now in the United States, you get a mixture of different images. Sometimes it's a pet from within the practice. Sometimes it's the actual picture of the veterinary surgeon themselves, or sometimes it's a picture of their premises. If they don't want to use their own picture, then, as I say, we have some library pictures. All that is combined in our in-house design team's offices. You
can help with that process.
Absolutely.
You've got the expertise here to give some input. So if I were a practice ringing up and I was a bit unsure with the label presentation, I would be able to get help from you guys.
Yeah, we've got templates. We can email those out, and then we will then compose the label design. And once the practice is happy with that label design, we'll sign it off and we can go straight to printing.
I mean, obviously with anything like this, it's good to try and engage the whole practice team. I mean, what are the opportunities there? I mean, is this something everyone can get involved with?
Because these are healthcare supplements, then the whole practice can get behind them. These are things which can either be dispensed or can be retailed, And so, yeah, everybody in the practice can be part of the success of this process.
I mean, obviously, it's probably not as easy as it sounds. I mean, is there any training provided from the soft chew company to help out get this off the ground and get it running?
Absolutely, we're happy to back up that with a practice visit, and we can do a sort of lunch and learn session just to make sure that everybody within the practice knows what the products are, what they do, and how they can benefit their clients by the supply of the product.